crackhead, in being forced to marry a crack. Shh. He put a hand over my mouth and whispered softly to me. Shut the fuck up, you're giving me a headache. That's the coke. I slapped his hand away. Listen. He held up a finger seriously, as if he was about to make several points. You are full of shit. It was 3 lines. I do coke like once a month. I'm fine. Now I want another shot. You're going to kill yourself. I sighed upon realizing that there was no way I could stop the man. That's the idea. He shrugged while filling a nearby cereal bowl with vodka as he'd accidentally broken the shot glass earlier. I'll drink until I forget, and if I die, I will die happy and in peace. It's a good way to go. That, and if I die with my cock. Nikolai, that's fucking salt. I yelled as he began neatly dividing the salt that had spilled out of a salt shaker that he'd also broken earlier, into several neat lines. No, he continued stubbornly. Taste it. I got some on my finger and held it to his mouth. Just taste it and tell me that it's coke. No. He repeated. What if it is coke? Have you ever tasted coke? It's disgusting. I allowed him to continue with his idiocy until he yawned, when I quickly stuck my finger into his open mouth. Nikolai froze as realization set in, and so did I, all while my finger was in his mouth. So? Is it coke? I raised an eyebrow. Nikolai only blinked at me, before suddenly biting down. What is wrong with you? I quickly pulled my hand away and threw a spoon at him. I'm going to smoke instead, he decided, before picking up a joint and lighting it. You want some? Okay, I mumbled. It was better than doing coke with him. Why not? Once he'd passed it over to me, I took a long drag and then coughed slightly as it burned the back of my throat. Wow. My voice was strained as I held the smoke in my lungs. You've done this before, he noted, looking surprised. Once or twice. I went to a school full of spoilt rich kids who did drugs on the daily, so naturally I tried something. Only weed though. I don't really like it that much, but I need something to help me deal with you tonight, I explained. Or you just want to get high, he pointed out. There's nothing wrong with that. You are the devil, I swear. I rolled my eyes as I took yet another drag before passing it back to him, whispering in my ear and telling me to do bad things. I'm just bringing out the real you. There's nothing wrong with having fun as long as it's in moderation, excluding sex. Sex is essential. You can't only do it once in a while, he remarked. I couldn't help but admire how beautiful he looked as he slowly exhaled wisps of the thick white smoke. I wouldn't know. I shrugged and leaned against the kitchen counter. I'll teach you, he shot me a devilish grin. If you say so. I rolled my eyes. Now pass me the blunt again. 30 minutes later, the two of us were sitting side by side on the kitchen floor as we shared an enormous chocolate cake using only forks, without even bothering to cut it or take it out of the box. This is good, Nikolai hummed in approval after swallowing a bite. I shut my eyes happily. Where is Kasha? He asked suddenly. The cat? I frowned. No. What he was named after. It's like porridge but is not, he explained. Is it good? I asked. If it's made right, he replied before attempt to stand up. That's why I will make some now. I don't think that's a good idea. I trailed off as I watched him drunkenly lean against the wall as he struggled to stand upright, before sinking back down to the ground in defeat. There's always tomorrow. I laughed, finding the situation incredibly hilarious. You're high as fuck, he noted. Have you seen yourself? I rubbed my heavy eyes. I just smoked some really strong weed. What did you do? Coke. I took a couple pills but I can't remember what they were. Vodka. Adderall. Probably a couple other things. He chuckled. A little of everything. I cannot see straight anymore and I swear the cups have gotten off the shelf and flying around the fucking room right now. Are you trying to overdose or something? I asked calmly. He was lucky that I wasn't sober or I would have completely lost it. Maybe. Nikolai stretched out across the marble floor on his stomach. Maybe not. We'll find out if I die. What do those tattoos mean? My gaze landed on the black star tattooed onto each of his shoulder blades. There were a few others but only those two caught my interest. In memory of my youngest sister, Nova. He eventually answered. I loved all of my siblings but Nova. She was everything to me. She must have been wonderful. I went to sit beside him. I can tell from the way you speak about her. She was. She brought light into the lives of everyone she met. I always knew that she was too pure for this world, and it turned out I was right. She was taken away a day after her 12th birthday. The pain in his voice was heartbreaking. Perhaps it is better this way. She will never grow up to realize the monster I truly am. She only saw the good in people. Everyone has good in them, Nikolai, even you. It shines like a beacon through the darkness smothering it. I said softly. I am nothing less than monstrous, and I have accepted it. Nikolai's tone became serious. Can you? Perhaps. I mused. Life is a strange thing. Look at me for example. I just got high with the psycho that kidnapped me a few weeks ago. I never thought I would ever do something like that, but nothing ever happens the way we think it will. So yes, perhaps one day I will accept what you are. I am ruining you. You're becoming desensitized to all of this chaos. That is a good and bad thing. He reached up a hand to caress my face. But I will make up for it by keeping you safe, Rosalie. No one will ever harm you. Never again. My eyelids were growing heavy, and I soon found myself lying down on the floor beside him. Brace yourself, he whispered to me as our eyes met. What? I mumbled sleepily. Brace yourself for the pain that will come with being by my side for the rest of your life. There was a broken smile on his face. I will inevitably ruin you, because I destroy everything I touch. 14.